What's up, you guys? It's been a minute since we have talked, about 2 or 3 weeks, I believe. And before I start this video, I'm gonna set a goal for myself for the remainder of this video. And that is to have as least amount of cuts as I can in this video. Reason number one being, it's easier to edit. Reason number two being, it seems more like a conversation. There's pauses, stutters, X, Y, and Z. So, for the remainder of this video, if I stutter, if I mess up a few words, bear with me. I'm being better, I'm getting better. But since we last talked, I had received 100 Unbound stickers. Unbound, for those that might not know, is my personal brand that I'm currently building. And those 100 stickers I sold within about a week or a week and a half. It was a huge win for me and the trajectory that I'm going, me personally and my brand. But I bring that up because it ties into the topic of what I want to talk about in this video. Whenever I got these 100 stickers, I laid them all out on a table like I'm sitting at now, just a green park bench table. I looked at them and I thought, man, who is gonna buy these stickers? I thought to myself, Eli, you did it this time. You really embarrassed yourself this time. No one's gonna buy stickers, bro. We're not in 6th grade. But come to find out, I sold them all in a week and a half, a week and some days. And that voice that was telling me all that stuff, you're dumb, no one's gonna buy these, is a voice that we all have on a day-to-day basis. It comes up whenever we are on the verge of doing something that we know we should do, but comfort takes over. Whatever it is for you, the gym, getting up earlier to make your life easier, you guys all know what I'm talking about. But you can utilize that bad guy voice in your head to your personal gain. And it's so very simple, but I think we tend to overcomplicate the simple things because of how we take for granted how simple these things actually are. And it's simple because you just do the exact opposite of what that voice is saying. If it's telling you not to go to the gym today because of whatever reason that it comes up with, you go. You do the opposite. Without giving it much thought, you just make a decision, go. If it's telling you to speak up, go talk to that person. I'm sorry. If it's telling you not to speak up and go talk to that person because it looks like they're having a bad day, you go. You don't even think about it, you just go. And what happens as a result of you not listening to this voice is nothing but good. Now, don't get me wrong. If this voice is telling you to hurt people or do something criminal that will ruin your life or someone else's life, obviously don't do it. Go get help. But it's the small, mundane things that I'm talking about. Get up earlier. Go to the gym. That bad guy is gonna he's gonna run his mouth during all of that. When you are ready to level up in life, he's gonna test you. I also wanted to talk about imagination, visualization, goal setting, more simple things that we seem to overcomplicate in our lives. If I asked you where you wanted to be in 10 years, be honest with yourself. If I ask you where you wanted to be in 10 years, would you be able to specifically tell me what that looks like? Would you be able to specifically tell me what the version of yourself looks like in 10 years? If you were sitting face to face, standing face to face with them right now, would you be able to tell me what they look like? Obviously, you can't change height, you can't change X, Y, and Z, but physique-wise, spiritually and mentally, would you be able to tell me what they look like? Would you be able to tell me what your dream house looks like? To the square feet, your dream car, to the trim package, the colors, the model, the year. Would you be able to tell me? If your answer is no, it makes sense. Because a lot of things are considered unrealistic, right? When you're a big dreamer, when you have a big imagination, the bad guy voice chirps up again. That's unrealistic. Only blah 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 amount of people have done that. You're thinking, you're thinking too much, which is not true. Social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of them have an algorithm, right? The more stuff you interact with, the more stuff shows up on your feed. Your brain works the same way. The more stuff that you listen to, the more stuff that you expose yourself to, comes up more in your life. If you have limiting beliefs in your brain that tell you that I'm not good enough for this, I can't do this, I'll never get this, that's all you'll see. That's all that will come back up in your life in forms of your own bad guy. The people you hang around will think the same things. Oh, must be nice. You hear that a lot. Must be nice to have this car. Must be nice to live this life. When you change up your algorithm, change what you interact with, you engage with, you'll start seeing opportunity everywhere instead of limitation. Now, that's a very simple analogy. Just like what I talked about with goals. Very simple. But like I already mentioned, it's the things that we overlook, or we don't try hard enough at, or we have so many limiting beliefs in our brain, so many pathways pre-built over time, calloused in our minds, that just tell us that's what it is. We're stuck at that. There are people out there making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures a month. Daily, I'm sure. And your biggest dream, your biggest ambition, your biggest goal is to make 6 figures a year? You're telling me that people are living in creative mode, living how they want to, and your biggest dream is making 6 figures a year? Now, I understand that there are exceptions, and I'm a big advocate for doing actually what makes your heart fulfilled. Whatever your purpose is, doing whatever fulfills that purpose. But I also believe that there are multiple different ways that you can monetize your purpose, your passion, your fulfillment to much bigger numbers. Numbers that aren't held down to a salary, that aren't hourly. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody that you see that's got the life that you want, and this is going to be so simple too, so cliche, right? Is the same as you. They all started with limiting beliefs. What if this doesn't work out? Does this name sound dumb? They all started with limiting beliefs. But they ran with it. They didn't care what people thought. And I'm 100% sure that the people that hated on them in the beginning started to support them near the end. Just for the simple fact that other people have what I want, have what you want, is enough proof that it's possible. It's more than enough proof that it's possible. A lot of these people that you see with the lives that you want, you desire, are less qualified than you. Have less attributes than you. And the idea that just because this person's in this field killing it in the game and they're doing whatever they're doing, and you don't have any room in there, is garbage. You can jump headfirst into any field that you want, give it your all, apply yourself, and still win. In a saturated environment, saturated field, you can still win. And here's why. Every single one of us has a unique perspective to ourselves. We have unique adversity that has been felt ourselves. We all have our separate ways of getting over things. We all have encountered different people in our lives. You have a story. You have the value to provide to other people just as much as the next guy, just as much as the guy you look up to. There's no rule book to your life. There's nothing holding you back. There's no contracts that you have to sign. There's no loopholes that you have to jump through. It's up to you. It's up to you and where you choose to set your beliefs and your standards in your mind. Are they high or are they low? Do you want to retire 65 with a nice retirement? Or would you like to have your retirement money earlier than that and never really work? And never really clock in and make someone else's dream fulfilled? Seriously, ask yourself the question. I think retiring at 65 is an illusion. I don't think that's what it should be anymore. But once again, hope what I said makes sense. Hope it resonated with at least a few of you. And I hit my goal of making this video 13 minutes of uncut, raw. It's just more personal that way. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. And if you've sat here and judged me and hated on me for the past 13 and a half minutes, thanks for watching. Go chase your own dream. You know what I mean? All with love, though, of course. But that's all I got for now. I will be making more YouTube videos. My socials will be in the caption below. To my Instagram, my Facebook, my brand Instagram. I'm way more active on there. If you liked the video, let me know. DM me on Instagram. I'm a very personable person. I love to talk. So if you made it this far also, thank you. And I'll see you guys.